Mauricio Pochettino may detest comparisons with Borussia Dortmund, but his boss took inspiration from the German club when planning a new stadium. Ahead of the Champions League tie against Dortmund at Wembley tonight, Pochettino showed little interest in the idea that Spurs might follow Dortmund's route to success. Perhaps it might be worth looking a little closer, though. Chairman Daniel Levy is certainly a fan, at least of Dortmund's 81,000 capacity stadium, the Signal Iduna Park, and its single-tier stand behind one goal, known as the Yellow Wall. We'll have the only stadium in the UK with 17,000 seats in a single stand, said Levy of Tottenham's new 61,000-seat ground, which is due to open in time for next season, at an overall cost of about £800 million. When asked if he hoped Spurs could provide their own version of the Yellow Wall, above, Levy replied, "We hope so. Tottenham should try to emulate Dortmund in many more ways than that." Work continues on Tottenham's new stadium. Pochettino has spoken often about the move to the new ground helping Spurs become one of the best teams in Europe, yet reaching the very top, joining Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Juventus, will be tricky. Those clubs have wealth or prestige, sometimes both, that put them out of reach, for a while at least. But Europe is still not quite a closed shop, as Dortmund, Atletico Madrid and Monaco have demonstrated in recent years. Atletico reached the final in 2014 and 2016, Dortmund got there in 2013 and Monaco made the semi-finals last season, as did Atletico. Dortmund faced financial ruin in 2004, yet were able to get back on track, thanks in part to a €2 million, £1.4 million by 2004 exchange rate, loan from Bayern. Thereafter, their work has been impressive. They have made smart signings from abroad, like Henrikh Mkhitaryan, now at Manchester United, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Shinji Kagawa, and Ousmane Dembele. Dembele became the third most expensive player of all time when he joined Barcelona this summer for an initial £105 million, while Kagawa is back at Dortmund after a 2-year stint at Old Trafford. Aubameyang cost £12 million from Saint Etienne in 2013 but would now draw several times that fee. In pictures, Tottenham train ahead of Dortmund game 12/09/2017. Pochettino might argue that the Bundesliga is not as competitive as the Premier League and, therefore, Dortmund can expect to qualify for Europe's top competition every season, which Tottenham cannot. But that would count for little if Dortmund lacked a thorough scouting system, masterminded by Sven Mislintat, who persuaded Aubameyang and Robert Lewandowski to join the club. They also identify smart coaches, like Jurgen Klopp, Thomas Tuchel and now Peter Bosz, while producing the likes of David Wagner and Daniel Farke, in charge of Huddersfield and Norwich respectively. Like Tottenham, Dortmund are careful in the transfer market, usually making a profit from their business. Some key domestic players, Mats Hummels, Mario Götze, Marco Reus, Ilkay Gundogan, either developed or took their decisive step forward there. Another echo with Spurs. Even if Pochettino does not see it, Harry Kane does. They are a fantastic team with some fantastic players, he said. They've managed to compete very well in both the Champions League and the Bundesliga. Beating Dortmund at Wembley tonight would improve Spurs' prospects of progress in the short term, yet studying their methods may help them achieve sustained European success. Have your say. Possible starting lineups: Tottenham, 3-4-2-1, Lloris, Alderweireld, Sanchez, Vertonghen, Aurier, Dyer, Dembele, Davis, Son, Eriksen, Kane. Dortmund, 4-3-2-1, Brookie, Piszczek, Papastathopoulos, Toprak, Zagadou, Şahin, Castro, Götze, Philip, Pulisic, Aubameyang.